Have you guys been seeing this Trump, the Tesla attacks all around the country? People are pissed off because of this relationship with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, which, listen, say what you want. Guys, I don't give a damn. When I started this podcast, I said it. We are going to go through some growing pains. For the past 4 years, I want people to understand this, guys. We just had the worst presidency in the history of the country. Period. Full stop. Joe Biden was the worst. Who's the other one, Tom? That they say ranks next to him, Adam? The worst president.
The guy that was
Jimmy Carter.
Trying to be the president during the Civil War. Maybe that guy.
No. I think it was Carter. Didn't he just try to vote for Kamala? Did he actually vote before he croaked?
They said that he had.
I don't believe it. That guy didn't even know who the hell he was. He had something in common with Joe Biden, which is fantastic. The worst presidency ever in the history of the world. This president is trying to make in the world ever is.
Well, I mean, about that, but
the worst president in the world to me was Joe Biden
in the world.
I
don't know. Mao or Stalin or
dictators. That was
United States history.
He wasn't a president. Those were dictators.
I see what you're doing.
Those are dictators.
What about Brazil, Argentina?
Those aren't presidents. Those are dictators.
There's some people in Uganda who would still say that their guy Idi Amin was up there in the top.
Those are
Saddam Hussein, Bashar al-Assad.
They're dictators. Different. Anyway,
Castro in '68.
There are people that Vinny's ever heard of in America. He was the worst.
Guys.
Well, maybe Pol Pot, Vietnam.
He was not good. No.
3.5 million people, the killing field.
You guys have your own opinions. My opinion is Joe Biden.
No. Those aren't my opinions.
Hitler, Biden.
Hitler wasn't a president. What was he? He was a freaking dictator. We don't have dictators. We just have presidents.
Adolf Hitler was chancellor who assumed the powers of the presidency.
Chancellor. He started as a chancellor.
Frankenstein.
All these people, all right?
Tom, tell him something in German. Achtung, machen.
Yeah.
Du kannst mich mal am Arsch lecken.
You're doing all the ass licking, Tom. Call you an ass licking, boy.
You let him speak German to you, you son of a bitch.
It gives me
Have somebody in the chat tell me what I just said.
Anyway, it goes Stalin, Mao, Hitler, Biden. According to Benny.
Listen, I can have opinions. You like a certain type of car. I like a certain type of car. I think Joe Biden's the worst.
Tomato, potato.
Hitler's number 1, and there is no 2, 3, or 4. The next guy slots in at number 5.
That's Biden. Okay, but you guys fucking threw me off. I don't know what the hell was I even talking about.
You threw us off.
Tesla.
Joe Biden is the worst president in the history of the world.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
You were on that.
Okay.
Till we corrected you suddenly.
No, you guys aren't corrected. Guys, you guys fucked me up. I don't even know where I'm at. Where was I?
The Tesla burning.
Yeah, the Tesla burning. Are you happy?
This is what happens when you get challenged.
No,
Vinny,
I'm not challenged. No, I'm not challenged, bitch.
Vinny, why are you turning so red right now?
Because I was in the sun.
Okay, got it.
Turn around and show them the back of your fucking neck.
Listen, I'm a redneck now. Just slept with my sister.
Yeah. But so have you guys been paying attention? In Seattle, these maniacs torched 4 Cybertrucks. In Oregon, a Tesla dealership was shot up. Windows shattered, cars damaged. And guys, this isn't vandalism. This isn't whatever. And let's not pretend that this wasn't politically motivated. Kelly, can you go to the definition of terrorism?
Oh, sure. Hold on.
Yeah, go to the, please. I think I sent it to you in Slack. The actual definition of terrorism. I want to read it. And
we better be careful because Trump referred to them as domestic terrorists.
Well, Tom, let's define what terrorism is. Terrorism, while lacking the universal agreed definition, is broadly understood as the calculated use of violence or threat of violence to instill fear, often to achieve political, religious, or ideological goals by intimidating or coercing governments or societies. You tell me what firebombing Tesla dealerships, shooting up dealerships, blowing up these vehicles at dealerships, what is that? Because, Tom, they don't like the guy that this political guy put in charge of Doge, which is Elon Musk. That, by definition, is terrorism. So here is Donald Trump explaining, Kelly, can you go to that clip, what he thinks about these people, because he was asked at the White House what he thinks about these people that are doing these actions. Go ahead.
He talks about some of the violence that's been going on around the country at dealerships. Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. You know, I've stuck up for the NFL. I've stuck up for a lot of American companies and other companies, but American companies. I did a very big favor for the NFL. I do favors for all of them. When you heard an American company, especially a company like this, supplies so many jobs that others are unable to do, when you do that, those people are going to go through problem when we catch them. And we have we got a lot of cameras up. We already know who some of them are. We're going to catch them. And they're bad guys. They're the same guys that screw around with our schools and universities.
Yep.
The same garbage.
Same.
And we're going to catch them. And let me tell you, you do it to Tesla and you do it to any company, we're going to catch you and you're going to go through hell.
Okay, stop. I'm going to go to you and then I'm going to go to Tom and then to Adam. So there obviously somebody's behind it. I never think this stuff happens organically. They don't just wake up one day and go, let's do it. Besides, all around the country and the world, people are spray painting swastikas and shit on top of these freaking vehicles. I think it's so stupid. You're just, Tom, you have a job, you have a family, all of a sudden you go outside and your Tesla has a swastika spray painted on it. I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous, Rob. What?
I loved it. There was a point where this has been going on for a while because, and I want to give a shout out to Frank Bonpetro. He connected with me on my neck. This is February 12th. He sent me, excuse me, a link to an article, and it was CBS News out of Boston in Massachusetts. A doctor, he's Syrian.
Not Assyrian, Syrian.
No, a Syrian.
Oh,
he's from Syria.
Okay.
His name is Kumait Jarjori. He drives a gold Cybertruck, and he started getting racist threats that were left on the Cybertruck. So it started out small with words, but then it escalates to bigger things like this. And so I saw this going on, and this is right around the time where people who don't know history showed how dumb they were, because there were people that were taking videos of themselves, and they were going, look at me, I'm taking a stand against this dictator Elon Musk, and I'm trading in my Tesla for a Volkswagen. Not knowing the history of Germany, and the Volkswagen. So it just goes to show people are A, dumb, and B, Teslas are amazing vehicles. I have one. They saved my life. If I could ever say anything, Elon Musk, I crashed into a guardrail going 90 miles an hour. The car flipped around 3 times and I walked away unscathed. If I was in a Toyota Corolla, I wouldn't be here today. So I'm grateful to Elon Musk. It's the reason why after I totaled my Tesla, I went and I bought a second one. I love them. They're the best vehicles ever. I had to drive across and back from the state for this podcast that we're doing. It's a far drive, and I'm not using my Tesla. I'm back in a regular vehicle, and it's so inconvenient to drive a regular vehicle when you drive these beautiful machines that Elon Musk has built. And I love that Trump went and bought one to show his support, even though you know Trump has not driven a car in probably 40 or 50 years. Right? No, and those are not the easiest cars to get into and learn for the very first time. So I'm sure he's not driving. I'm sure that got handed to Barron, and now Barron's enjoying that beautiful Tesla.
Rob, 2 things before I go to Tom. 2 things. You said you were going 90. Since we're going to be putting people on blast because of their comments, you broke the law, and I want the world to know that.
Thank you.
Number 1. Number 2.
It's not illegal to break the law, though. I heard Jasmine Crockett say that this week. It is not illegal to break the law.
Yeah, by the way. And then you said, you know what he said too? You go, if I was in a Toyota Corolla, I would have been dead. Bitch, I drive a Toyota Corolla. Do you want me to die? All right, Tom, what are you going to say?
Now I understand your...
Tom, about this whole situation before we go to your story.
Well, look, you know what? I think people are about to find out that getting a bunch of likes and a bunch of things on social media also becomes documentation you don't want. And as Trump said, there are security cameras. There's a lot of things going on here. We already know who some of these folks are. And I think that we're about to see a tightening of the noose around this stuff. We're going to find out who's instigating it, who's paying for it, and this is going to be tightened up. The other thing is, you know, and I don't think I'm wrong here, when Trump refers to these guys as domestic terrorists, different penalties can be assessed against them once they're arrested. It was the same thing when what did they do with the Mexican cartels? I'm designating them to be international terrorist organization, which means what? If we fly a drone from El Paso to someplace in Texas and bust somebody up, rather than arrest them, we just sort of take care of their little camp while they're sleeping. Well, guess what? That was a military action against an international terrorist. And when we're done with it, we'll send an email to, what's her, Scheinbaum? And just say, hey, FYI, a couple of guys that were living in your place, bad dudes, we took care of it. That's it.
Done deal.
It's enjoy your morning, have a nice coffee.
Yeah.
So that's where it is. And so I don't think people understand that when they're being referred to as domestic terrorists, that puts you in a whole different
penalty and consequence phase. That goes from, oh, what are the local sheriff and local police going to do? And that guy goes, I got this. Who said that? Oh, cash.
Yeah.
So you have this.
Yeah.
And it's just like when you steal more than $5,000 and you go across state lines, United States, it's the FBI that comes after you.
Yeah, it's a whole different
It's not the California or the Arizona, police and jurisdiction. No, you do that, $5,000, grand theft, federal felony, and the FBI is when it comes after you. And those are federal crimes, federal penitentiaries. So I think these people need to wake up to the fact that your little fun time and cashing checks from who knows who, what we think we know who, to go and do things like this crap is going to come to a quick and sudden surprise ending for these folks, because you know what? It's not Joe Biden in the White House. It's not a complicit DOJ in the White House. It's Kash Patel, who's going to want to be showing, force, and he's want to be showing, emphatic response.
All right, Tom.
Unless it comes to the Epstein files.
Yeah.
That's the only time we're not getting emphatic response.
Yeah, unless it's that. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.